Back with you at Rogers Arena, where Bo Horvat began the season as a fourth-line defensive center and apparently thought he could be more than that, so he's now the Canucks' best player. How about that for an introduction?
Yeah, I guess that's all right. I'll take that one, yeah, for sure.
What did you think when you heard that defensive center label in October?
I was going to try to do whatever I can to help the team win. It didn't really matter what position or where I was in the lineup. For me, to help the team defensively, offensively, it didn't matter. I was just ready, looking forward to the season to start because it was a long summer.
Louis.
Huge 2 points for you guys tonight. What a battle, what a way to finish it. What do you look at when you look at your situation? How is your team's mindset right now to finish the year chasing playoffs and chasing playoff points?
Yeah, I think we got to approach every game like a playoff game. It's pretty simple. I mean, that was huge 2 points for us tonight. It would have been nice to get it done in regulation, but obviously Tans made the best of his opportunity there, and obviously a great pass from Danny to seal the deal.
Bo, you have broken through in a lot of ways this season, and one was looking very comfortable among the best players in the world at last month's All-Star game in Los Angeles. You said heading to LA, if I could just get the opportunity to meet Wayne Gretzky, introduce myself, that would be something special. So we have the picture that tells you it was a mission accomplished. How did this encounter happen?
It was in the LA locker room. We were just about to start to get ready for one of our first game, and I saw Wayne in there, and I right away I knew I had to go introduce myself, and he was awesome to meet finally. I grew up watching tapes of him all the time. I've driven back and forth to Toronto when I was little too, so
But he knew who you were, right?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. I mean,
he's a student of the game. He definitely
sure
did.
Yeah, no, it was just awesome to meet him, and I went and asked Connor McDavid if he can go take a picture of us. I went and got my phone, and he ran. So one of the great players in the game today took a picture of Wayne and I.
Okay, another picture. And did this guy know who you were? There it is.
Absolutely not. No, he had no clue who I was.
Did you drop a verse or two on Snoop Dogg?
Absolutely not.
But
no,
everybody knew who Snoop was.
Exactly. Everybody knew who Snoop was. Everybody knew when Snoop walked in. So it was just pretty cool. I had to get a picture with him, so that was another one that'll stick with me.
Tweet from Griff. The moment in your life when you knew you could perhaps play in the NHL?
I think it was in junior, after my first year and kind of in my second year. In junior, just playing and being talked amongst scouts, and obviously my agent telling me that scouts are looking at you and people are recognizing your play. I think that's when it all kind of started for me.
Part of your routine, Bo, on game nights is you talk to your father after the game so that Tim, who is watched from the man cave back in Rodney, Ontario, can critique your game, tell you what you did right, what you did wrong. Have you talked to him tonight?
I haven't yet. I'm sure he's waiting for me to look at my phone.
Well,
right
you
now.
know what? Let's just take care of that right now because Tim is on the line from Rodney. Hello, Tim.
Hi, how you doing, Scott?
Oh, Jesus.
We got him.
Oh, boy.
So, Tim, go ahead and talk
go.
to Bo like we're not here and no one else is listening.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, hey, Bo, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Dad?
Good. I had you weren't getting the puck much in the first period, but I thought in the second period you were pretty dominant out there.
Oh, thank you. That's actually a good thing. That's a good one. Hey,
He's in a happy mood.
yeah, no kidding.
Hey, Tim, thanks for your input. We appreciate it. While we have you on the line here, most players want to be better, but your son appears to have almost a ferocious commitment to improvement. Where's that come from?
I just think his will to get better. He just wants to work hard and just keep working on his game.
All right, perfect, Tim. Thanks for joining us. How are things in the man cave, by the way?
Oh, excellent. Here with my wife, Jimmy, and my other son, Cal, and it was a great win for the Canucks.
All right, thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Bye now.
Bo, Canuck TV did a wonderful 3-episode story on your life, including some beautiful kids video this summer. So here's a home movie from a visit to a Canadian landmark when I guess you were probably around 5 or 6, looked like, with some serious skills, and we'll see those in a second. Do you remember this Hockey Hall of Fame visit?
I sure do. Yeah, no, I think that was one of the first times I've ever been, and my dad took my brother and I, obviously, and
see that?
I know I'm hitting all the good targets there. I just got a better shot back then, but yeah, no, just going going there and seeing all these legends along the wall, and obviously, playing some games and just enjoying the experience with my brother and my dad, it was pretty special.
Lots more video where that came from. Here you were, I think, in your off-season training program. Have you given up rollerblading?
No. I did a lot more rollerblading back in the day. Obviously, I think I have a better stride than my brother there, obviously.
Oh, is that Cal?
I think so.
Yeah. Cal's struggling a bit.
Yeah, he's struggling. But no, it's...
And this rush is a ton.
Yeah,
This is great.
I know it looks like I have more skill back then, but no, it's... just reminiscing on stuff like that, it brings back a lot of memories, and we've watched videos like this back home. Look at that, that's tough. But we watch videos like that back home. You can't help but laugh. So it's just it's awesome to see all that kind of stuff.
Wasn't that long after that? Well, I guess 7 years or so when you left home to further your hockey career. So you're in the car with your parents, Tim and Cindy. Mm-hmm. They're driving you to Toronto. You're 12. You're going to be billeted with a family there for grades 7 and 8. And it was an emotional time for you. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, we were driving to Toronto. I did it when I was a little bit younger, and we were driving back and forth from Toronto to Rodney all the time. And this year it was either I moved there and lived there and played, or I'd stay back home. And we were driving there, and I was going to do it, and we stopped. I think I was around Kitchener on the way there, and I was like, Dad, I don't know if I can do this, and I was kind of had tears coming down my eyes, and he said, my dad and my mom just said, hey, look, if you can't do it, we'll take you right back home now. And I went to the bathroom, came back, and he said, no, I'm going to do it. I think
so you had a little cry in the bathroom?
Yeah, a little tear up in the bathroom. And
well, why not?
Yeah,
You're 12.
Well, I was pretty young, but I came back and he said, no, I'm going to do it. And I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It matured me as a kid. It matured me as a hockey player. Kind of got my name out there in different parts of Canada and obviously in Toronto. I think it helped my career.
Hard for you and hard for your parents, obviously, but as you say, it worked out. So Bo Horvat leading the Canucks in scoring and often referred to as a future captain of the team. Our guest on After Hours. Back to the farm in Rodney, Ontario when we come back. Welcome back to Vancouver as we continue with After Hours and our guest, Bo Horvat. So we have reviewed your first ever All-Star appearance. We have referred to you as a future captain of the Canucks. So as we carry on in that vein, I think the best way to begin this segment is with this song.
Canucks fans!
Oh, boy. Jeez.
Red, pink, green, and blue.
Okay, so that song written and performed by Clay Emu. Produced by his brother Jason. It's a parody to Bruno Mars' 24K Magic. Do you have it on your phone?
I don't have it on my phone. I don't know how I get it on there, but I have heard it, and it's pretty catchy.
Is it on the playlist in the room?
Absolutely not. No, no, it's a good song, but I don't know if I can hear it every day in the room.
Tweet from Dustin. Who has the worst goal song on the team?
Ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of good. I think there's a lot of good goal songs. A lot of people give Sutter some heck about his goal song. He's a country boy from Red Deer, and his is a country song. Not too many guys.
What's yours?
Mine's Put On by Young Jeezy. It's a rap song. I know. I'm a country kid too, but I had to go with.
Well, you should have been able to drop a few verses with Snoop then.
Yeah, no, no, that's okay. I won't recite any here. That's for sure. Okay. I'll embarrass myself.
Well, when we talk about you, Ian Jenkins' name comes up a lot. Tell us about him and your relationship with him.
I've never met him. I played. He's the same age as me. We got drafted by London. He was drafted, I think, in the second round. I was drafted in the first, and I played against him all growing up in summer hockey. And he played for Honey Baked, and I played for the Toronto Red Wings. And we had so many great rivalries. He always stood on his head against us. It always seemed like. And I think.
Well, we've got to point out that you were both, as you've said, drafted by the London Knights in 2011. But he was killed in a truck accident 12 days after that draft.
Yeah, that's correct. And it was pretty tragic. Obviously it was tough to hear that because I think we would have been great friends. And my dad and I ended up going to his funeral. I was kind of driving home with my dad, and we just kind of we were wondering what number I was going to be in London, and he was going to be 35, and we were kind of talking, and we thought it'd be a great idea to just switch my number around, be 53 for him, and I have been ever since.
Which you wear to this day, and for you and many others, that keeps his memory alive. And there's also the Big E Foundation, created in Ian Jenkins' memory, which so far, as I'm told, issued 80 scholarships to aspiring players. Also in your social conscience, and in the social conscience of all Canuck players, is Canuck Place, the children's hospice, where you have spent time with the Letcher family, I think from Victoria. Their parents are Karina and Jordan. They have 5 boys. Their middle son, Heston, is 6. He has San Filippo syndrome and has never spoken a word. Tell us how you connected with him.
Yeah, it was such an amazing experience, honestly. They're such an incredible family. The twins are so cute, and they were so fun when I went and visited Canucks Place, and just to spend that quality time with them and do the photo shoot for the Canucks for Kids was, it was an unbelievable experience. Heston's such a lovable kid. He's always smiling. He can't speak. He's like I said, he's always smiling, always happy, and always always a joy to be around. So it was pretty special, and it was an awesome experience for sure.
Louis.
Well, we hear your girlfriend's a pretty good athlete too. Tell us about her. And
yeah, I mean, she curls. She's in competitive curling. They lost.
Can we say her name?
Yes, it's Holly Donaldson.
Good.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
She has a name.
Yeah, she does have a name too. Yeah. We fish, and she golfs, but no, she's really known for her curling. She's a competitive curler. They lost at provincials, her team, this year to go to the Scotties in the semifinals.
Two-time Ontario junior champion.
She is,
right?
yeah. I know. I'm trying to
and
remember.
I think
all
she's
the
won a
stats.
national equestrian title. I'll just fill in the blanks.
Yeah,
here, Bo. It's
exactly.
okay.
I know. Keep going. That's good. I know she rides horses. She rides in the Arabian circuit, and it's judged on the horse's performance and stuff like that. So it's nice to have another. She knows all the what it's like to be an athlete at least. So
the highs and lows of
exactly,
it, obviously.
Yeah.
So besides Holly, your most loyal friend in Vancouver is your dog Gus, and Holly says you look like Gus. Do you find that to be a bit harsh?
No, that's all right. he's awesome. Yeah, I know. He keeps a smile on my face all the time. When I come home from the rink, he's always there, always happy, and he's awesome to be around.
I mentioned the Canuck TV feature on the Horvat home in Rodney. That's where you grew up. I mentioned that earlier. So with a few pieces of video from it, take us on a quick tour.
I think it just got finished. I think last summer, and my dad and mom wanted to get that done, and it was always
right?
that's the plastic board where we used to. My dad put back at the back of the room so we can take slap shots, and my dad would yell at us when we missed the net, but it was awesome. They got it all finished. Trophy case there. It needs to get a little bit more full, I guess. We need to win a cup here or something soon. But it was good to do that and show everybody where I live. Obviously, my goal was to get to 6 foot. My mom always said I wasn't going to be there, so to prove her wrong was kind of
so that's the door which you were meant.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was nice to finally reach my goal.
So you got to 6 feet, and now you and Cal, your brother, and Tim.
Yeah. We during the summertime, my brother and I always play catch, always trying to have fun, always in the backyard throwing the ball around. Dad comes and hits balls for us sometimes, so to have an active lifestyle like that and have all that free reign around the farm. That's my grandparents' farm. Their gator, Grandpa's bins in the background. My grandpa's got 400 or 500 acres in the back, so it's a pretty cool place to hang out.
It's a pretty big playground right
there. Exactly. It's a lot of fun.
Just from the outside looking in, Bo, you were blessed to grow up in, and there's the entire family, blessed to grow up in such a serene setting, surrounded by your family.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice. I could say probably half the town of Rodney is my family. It's pretty crazy that way, and to have everybody around me and support me around the town, it was pretty special to be part of that all.
Tweet from Ryan Kelly. Bo, in a serious 18-hole round of golf at Wardsville Golf Club, you clearly know where that is. Who wins among Cal, Tim, and you, and what's the low score?
I think I have the winning side, I guess, when we go out. My brother and I usually go out. Travis Connecting, my cousin, he's playing for Philadelphia right now, goes out with me sometimes, and I have a membership at Wardsville Golf Course back home, and it's a great 27-hole course that we all like to go have fun on.
Quick focus on your T-shirt, Hockey Talks. What's it mean to you?
I mean, it's such an important act to have, and for obviously for us to support that and get obviously people talking. It's a tough illness, and we definitely got to be aware of it.
Thanks for your time, Bo. Great to have you in the program.
Thanks,
and your
guys.
father, Tim.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Kind of blindsided you there, but
Yeah,
he was
I did.
perfect. Bo Horvat nicely underway in what looks like it'll be a long career in Vancouver. Back to conclude the proceedings on After Hours in a moment.